on yet again to another Ticket Freaks 212. I am your host, Carlos C., and as always, we're here to talk to you about movies. On today's movie topic, we will be discussing Flight.
Good morning, Trina.
Good morning, Captain Whitaker.
Here's a manifest with 102 souls on board.
Let's get them tucked in. We're ready to push.
An airline pilot saves almost all his passengers on his malfunctioning airliner, which eventually crashed, but an investigation into the accident reveals something troubling. Flight, made in 2012 as a drama/thriller, directed by Robert Zemeckis, screenplay by John Gatins.
Alright, so let's begin with this film. The film is really actually a great story premise. I will say that if it had been a little longer or a bit shorter in direction-wise, I really would have not liked this movie. I would have lost interest. That's my personal, honest opinion, because the movie has such an interesting story where it kept you intrigued and interested, but if it would have gone any longer or shorter, I would have really lost the film, or I really would have just been like, oh, you know what, it's not as good as I thought it'd be, even if you have Denzel Washington on the film. That's just I just don't know what else to say, but that's just really an honest opinion on that. Beginning, middle, and end. From the beginning, I will say that it kept you on suspense. It was really one of those crazy rides where you didn't see it coming. The middle, I really thought took a but a great direction on how to feel for the character and to see the situation and where it's going. And it really kept you on the edge of your seat thinking, what's going to happen? And I thought was the bomb that dropped perfectly well and destroyed everything it needed to in order for us to say, okay, I can enjoy the ending. Not as the best ending in the world, but enough to say that the film itself was very well spoken for. Now, Kelly Riley, to me, as performance, I lost interest. I loved her character. I loved the story of the background of the character. I just didn't love her as the character. I was really disappointed in her performance. Didn't see the chemistry between her and Denzel. Denzel, on the other hand, to me, great job. Always carried. He always seems to be so good. I was one of those people that just started thinking to myself, God, no more Denzel. I'm tired. He's too talented. You got to give him some rest and stuff. But he just keeps coming back and giving us great performance all in all.
You gonna shoot me? Can I come inside?
Yeah, come on inside. I'll shoot you inside.
In this movie, he had to play the complex situations, considering he has to play the person you love and hate, and then you either sympathize with them, or you really feel for him, or you really don't know what he's going to do, but you just love it, how he does it. I will say that Don, I can't say his last name, I will butcher it, I'm not going to lie. Don and Denzel, when they got into the room and started performing together, and you just saw their story going back and forth on how this performance-wise, I thought, I'm looking between the two of them, I just saw Don and Denzel looking at each other and saying, respect. I love you, how you do it. I love your performance. Respect. I'm going to say that's just something I had to say.
FAA placed 10 pilots in simulators, recreated the events. Every pilot killed everybody on board.
Anyways, it's one of these films where it just kept you on the edge of your seat, and you just kind of wanted to know what was going to happen, and the ending really just thought was the icing on the cake. Now, as far as what the production made, how it made for production, or what it made for production, and the possible sequel, well, let's see here. It made around $161 million, right around there. The budget was $31 million. So, I want to say it does have, production must be very happy with this film. I'm surprised on how much it made. It's not, I guess not in so many people's opinion that's too much, but with that budget, I would think so. I'm pretty sure production was like, oh, I want to do this. We should do sequels to this. But the movie itself already ended the way it had to, and it doesn't look like it has any way to go as far as sequels go. If they want to go somewhere around the story, no, I don't see it. Now, let's talk about ratings. Rotten Tomatoes rated at a 78%. IMDb rated at a 7.3. Is that right? Yeah, 7.3. Ticket Freaks from 1 being bad to 5 being a must-see film. I'm going to rate this at a 4. It still was a great film. Don't get me wrong. It was still a great film. I loved it. It was one of those really interesting films. And Denzel's always a delight. But just because of Denzel being in the film doesn't mean that you can lose focus on the performance of other characters. And I gotta say, Don and Denzel were probably the only two people I saw that carried the film out, and everyone else kind of not really there. I was surprised to see John Goodman in there, and I don't even know why they put him in there. I just didn't see it. I just couldn't feel the interest of other characters, and I felt like Kelly Riley, I think she just made me feel like the film had just kind of went a little down because she didn't carry her performance. So for that reason, I'm rating it a 4. It's still a ticket-free choice to watch, but that's why I took that little point away from the film. Anyways, if you have any questions, comments, or concern, wait at the end of the credits. There is an information where you can actually reach me in order to ask me any movie questions. That's going to do it for us today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Please subscribe or tell a friend. I hope to see you guys next time, okay? Peace!